Sir, so it is our own creation what you are explaining. This deity is a creation of our own mind. Just like a dream in a dream, if I see something like an elephant, it's not existing actually. It's a creation of the mind in the sleep state, in the semi, the dreaming state of the mind, the brain. Say like we are thinking or our thought is creating an image about a deity and we are worshipping, and after some time it becomes a reality for us. Only for us, only for me. That's what you are explaining, I think. Am I correct?
Correct.
So, but after some time it becomes an addiction, and how can we drop it? See, if I make a deity, say Ganesha or Buddha or somebody meditating on Jesus, I know. So they will visualize only that one. They cannot see other things. Only they visualize the particular deity they are worshipping. So after some time, their belief becomes more and more stronger. And how can it be possible to drop it? This is the question I am having now.
If you are thinking about that, actually, why should you create it in the first place?
For psychological security, maybe.
But there is other possibilities. There are so many other possibilities, and if a person likes it, he has to take the burden, and then he has to take it away. There is no other possibility.
For the common people, they are going to the temples and worship. This is only relief for they are having. They have some problem, they go to the temple, the deity is there, they will worship and they get psychological relief. Moksha, whatever it may be.
Moksha, no.
No, moksha is temporary for the time being. The relief from the pain, psychological pains. That's but otherwise they will ask for some blessing. They demand something. I want this one. So they think that the deity will bless them and they will get it. It's all beliefs. Whether it happens or not is a different thing. They will give offerings. All the things they are doing is for this only. The whole worshipping. It's a big area. We have 33 crore deities are there, created by human minds. So finally, my doubt is that you are explaining that finally we have to drop it. How to drop it? This is the problem.
When the dietic,
like a burden, they are carrying it actually.
The first thing which the practitioner has to do is, if you are asking always help, as you said, then you cannot avoid that, because you are dependent now.
Yes.
And if you are dependent and you are happy about the dependence, you cannot drop it at all. If you are not happy, with your partner, for example, what will happen?
You keep on the relation.
So if you are happy with that, you continue. If you don't feel comfortable with that, you will find means and ways to get out of it.
Yes.
So people are not feeling frustrated of this. That is okay, that's fine. And so the question of dropping won't arise at all. And when the question of dropping it comes, when the person understands that it is a trouble for me. If you really feel that it is a trouble, you will look for solutions. And then you go and see somebody who knows all these things. If you are sure that I cannot manage it by myself, you go to somebody. Like Sri Ramakrishna went to Totapuri. He had done this, and he had Mother everywhere, Kali everywhere. And it became such a frustration for him. Wherever he looks, it is there. So he was trapped by this protection. Thereby he don't know what to do. And then he went to Totapuri, and Totapuri was a great master. And it is an illusion. This man, it is a reality, but for Totapuri, it is just an illusion. So he created another illusion and treated it. He took a മനസ്സിലായില്ലേ ഒരു കണ്ണാടി ചില്ലെടുത്തിട്ട് നെറ്റിയിലൊരു ബ്രേക്ക് ഇട്ടു, ഒരു വര വരച്ചു. ആ വരച്ചപ്പോൾ ഈ ഡയറ്റ് രണ്ടായിട്ട് പൊളന്ന് താഴെ വീഴുന്നതായിട്ട് ഇയൊക്കെ തോന്നിച്ചു. And he got himself out of it. It is the grace of the master and the confidence that the master is giving. So whenever you are taking a practice, and you need to take the practice from someone who knows it. And the master who gives the practice, he knows the pros and cons and consequences of everything, because that's why he's giving it. And when the person gets entangled in that, certainly the master knows what to do. And so he will give the technique how to get out of it. By maybe at times may be very difficult for a person by himself to find the solution. But the solution is, if that appearance is coming and it becomes a problem for the practitioner as a block, then if the practitioner can simply look at it without thinking about it, without analyzing it, without making judgments, and no rational process around that, certainly it will not get the support of growing. Just keeping vigilance for observing it. And so as your mind is not supporting the process, when you become the witness of it, certainly the illusion which is created, which is a positive illusion, but it cannot continue. It drops by itself. അങ്ങനെ ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും. അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ചോദിക്കണം ആരുടെങ്കിലും, വേറെ മാർഗമില്ല.
In the world, what we are watching, observing is that people, for the belief in the deity, they are even killing others. My deity is great, your deity is wrong. This is happening in religions and all this.
ഭ്രാന്തന്മാർ ഒരുപാട് കാര്യങ്ങൾ അങ്ങനെ വെച്ച്.
Okay, your explanation is very clear. Thank you so much.
ഭ്രാന്തന്മാരെ നമ്മൾ കണക്കിലെടുക്കണ്ട.
Thank you.
Sorry to use that word. അങ്ങനെ ഉണ്ട് ആളുകൾ. അപ്പം അവരിപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ എന്ത് ചെയ്യാനാ? ഒന്നും ചെയ്യാനൊക്കില്ല. ഇനിയും ഉണ്ട് സമയം. നല്ലോണ്ടാ. അസാധ്യമായ ഈ വഴിയിൽ വലിയ അസാധ്യമായ കാര്യങ്ങളില്ല. നമുക്ക് വേണമെങ്കിലേ we can fix it. അപ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് എവിടെയെങ്കിലും സ്റ്റക്കായിപ്പോയാൽ നമുക്ക് അവിടെ നിന്ന് വെളിയിറങ്ങി വരാൻ പറ്റും. ശരിക്കും ഇറങ്ങി വരാൻ പറ്റും. നോക്കണം ആദ്യം. പിന്നെ നമ്മൾ ഇഷ്ടമായിപ്പോയാൽ പിന്നെ എങ്ങനെ ഇറങ്ങി വരും? അതാ ഒരു കോർ. നമ്മൾ അതിനകത്ത് നമുക്ക് ഇഷ്ടമായിപ്പോയി, പിന്നെ എങ്ങനെ വെളിയിറങ്ങി വരിക? അപ്പോൾ അവിടെ നിൽക്കും. അപ്പോൾ ഇറങ്ങി വരേണ്ട ആവശ്യമില്ലല്ലോ, അല്ലേ? നമുക്ക് ഇഷ്ടമായിപ്പോയി, അത് പിന്നെ ഇറങ്ങി വരേണ്ട ആവശ്യമേ ഇല്ല. അവിടെ തന്നെ അങ്ങ് നിൽക്കാം സുഖമായിട്ട്. ഇത് ഇഷ്ടക്കേട് വരുമ്പോൾ ഇറങ്ങി വരണം. എന്തെങ്കിലും ഉണ്ടോ? Anyway, take time. ഇന്നത്തെ മെസ്സേജ് അതാണ്. Take time to meditate. മറ്റേ വേൾഡ് യോഗ ഡേ ഇനി അടുത്ത വർഷം നമുക്ക് ചെയ്യാം. അപ്പോൾ എപ്പോഴും സമയം കിട്ടുമ്പോൾ ആരും മലയാളം ഇല്ലാത്തവരാരും ഇവിടെ ഇല്ലാന്ന് തോന്നും. എല്ലാവർക്കും മലയാളം അറിയാം. അപ്പോൾ ഓഹോ അല്ല, അപ്പോൾ ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് തന്നെ പറയാം. So when you get time, after finishing all your work, take a time to sit. Relax your body. That's very essential. For that, you need to watch each and every part of the body from your head downward or from your bottom upward to relax your system. After relaxing, you can actually do the process of withdrawal of senses that we have done today. And that is fixing your attention to the extreme end of your body, like toes. Then withdraw the attention from the toes to the ankles, to the calves, to the knees, as we have done today. You can do it and withdraw. And finally, you come to a point which is maybe your mind, and in the mind, all the senses are withdrawn there by the time, and then you are relaxing there. Then you focus your attention to your breath. When you watch your breath, you will see it is a process which is going on. Breath goes inside. After inhalation, there is a gap. After exhalation, also there is a gap. And watch these two gaps and the process. Inhalation, gap, exhalation, gap. And then as you are watching the breath, your system becomes calm. When you practice, you will understand this. And you start to feel a relaxation. So you set the background for your meditation. Then you bring your attention to your mind. Watch your thoughts. Whatever thought that is appearing in your mind, just to see. Don't go, this is the point. Don't go for analysis. Don't try to make any judgments. Don't pray to get something for you. Nothing. Just watching. Watching means just watching. And when you remain as a passive observer like that, the mind start to settle. And the frequency of the arrival of thoughts, it becomes lesser and lesser and lesser. So you will get a gap between your thoughts. So when the gap is enlarged, then you can clearly see that the mind is empty in the gap. So focus your attention in the gap and stay there. Don't go for analysis. Don't try to make any judgments. Just stay there. Watch the gap. Remain there. When you remain there, you are slowly getting integrated with the gap, which is the stillness. As you are getting integrated with the stillness, you become very still. There is nothing inside. And after long-term practice, you get into the experience of calmness, stillness. When you get that calmness, then from the calmness, beautiful sensations will start to flow all over your body. And then when you are just letting yourself free into the sensations, it is like ecstatic celebration, like experiences could come depending upon where the person is in his content. If there is more things are active in the content, it becomes difficult, but doesn't matter whether you get there or not. But anyway, when you get to the deeper stillness within, stay there without analysis, without making any judgment. And you continue there. After some time, you integrate yourself with the stillness. And when it happens, you are closer to the samadhi state. Nothing to worry about samadhi. Samadhi is not death. It is temporary suspension of the activities of the mind. When your activities of the mind are suspended, you are at the source. So you remain as the source. And as you are not holding on anything at that time, then the whole is you. You get the experience of wholeness, completeness, fullness, and that is fulfillment. And you enter into that state, you remain there. And your karmas will be remaining there, but as you are calm, you get the what you call brilliance and the energy to do your karmas in an effective way. And your karma on the side will be done slowly, deeply inside you, you have the calmness. So you create another dimension, inner calmness and outward action. That's an ideal setup for a practitioner. So everything that you do will be fructifying action because you are operating on the basis of the inner stillness. So there will be focus. Focus will allow the practitioners to fructify all his karmas, and then he will be freeing himself from the karma. That means there is no more inspiration to do anything. And then he starts to feel that the nature is taking care of him. And then the burden is gone. And then whatever time left for you, you will happily live here without burden. That is the idea of meditation. Meditation leads you to fulfillment. Fulfillment is the end of the story. So this is the idea. So we conclude the session. Thank you very much, and we do the prayer and conclude.